What's happening, YouTube? Vector here, I'm back again. We're off to a usual route. You've seen this one before. We're off to Polyphant, or through Polyphant. We're going off to the Hilltop Farm bike meet. Nice little local meet, nothing too crazy. Dominoes out here. Those poor sods get sent down the A30. That Dominoes is up in Launceston, and yeah, that's brave. I would not take a 125 scooter down a short carriageway with a fine pizza box in the back of it. But yeah, so off to the meet now. Nothing too crazy. Partly an audio test. Now, I'm hoping you can hear me again. If you're watching the video, it means it's not too bad. But if you saw my last video, you'll know that my microphone adapter, my proprietary, ridiculously expensive GoPro mic adapter, is breaking already after like a year. And I'm really pissed about it because it's like as expensive as the camera and it's already breaking. So we'll see. We're doing 60 now briefly, so I'm going to slow down for this visibility bit here. But yeah, anything over, in the last video, anything over 45 to 50, the mic was like cracking and popping and spitting. And I've changed the microphone, so it's not the microphone, it's the adapter itself. Now I've reversed it in the mic. I've reversed it so I'm like folding the cable the other way, like instead of folding it left, I'm folding it right now. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference, because what I suspect has happened is the mic adapter is like completely impractically built. It's a big, you know, PlayStation 2 power brick with a 90-degree then, so you can't even plug it straight in. You have to plug it at an angle and then like bend the cable back on itself. I've got a casing. You want to see? Can you see that? You won't be able to see that. I've got the casing. I've got has the camera and then has the microphone adapter beneath it. And it keeps it all in one unit, so you can just put it on and off your helmet as one. And you're not like, I don't have to. You're not trying to stick the mic adapter to your helmet separately to the camera and all the rest of that box. But as a result, you have to bend the cable back in itself, and I suspect it's just the cable is starting to either fray a little bit inside, or where it connects into the box, or where it connects into the 90. At one end it's starting to fray, and then as the wind wobbles the cable around, it just causes the connections to pop a little bit. I say a little bit, it's like unusably bad when I did it before, so I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get this video home, and then I'll decide from there, because for a few reasons I'll get into later, I'm being a little bit careful with cash right now. And the microphone adapter is, I say, you have to buy the GoPro proprietary one because it has some sort of like brain within it. That's why it's got a power brick, is because it's like it does some of the processing in the adapter, which is dumb. So the mic adapter is 60 quid from GoPro plus shipping, so to have to replace that after a year is extremely. I've been spent effectively, you know, 120 quid across a year and a half, 2 years of pretty casual use, seasonal use at that, you know. It's like, oh, I don't know. So I need to decide whether I can justify spending that much money on a mic adapter for a channel such as mine, which doesn't really get anywhere, you know. And obviously the best thing to do would be to upgrade to a Hero 8 from the Hero 5 I have, and then I can use the media mod, which is also an overpriced and bulky extension, but at least it clips like directly to the camera. It's a lot more there's no like wires hanging around it, so it's better packaged and it's more reliable and a little bit safer, and has some better like onboard microphones as well. So on top of being able to plug a mic in, it's also got better windproof wind mic for just like this audio, you know. So, but that'd be ideal. But obviously then the Hero 8, even used, the Hero 8 is 150 quid, probably 120, 150 quid, plus the medium on itself, which is then what, 70 quid. So yeah, very inconvenient timing to have my hardware failing me. It is still under warranty in theory. They're wording on their warranty, their like lifetime warranty is very vague, but it should be under warranty under the first 2 years. But I don't know, you have to like throw yourself at GoPro's mercy for the help thing, and then they decide whether or not they're going to bother honouring the warranty, and then they decide whether they're going to give you a replacement or whether you have to then pay extra money to then get yours fixed. And even if they give you the replacement, you still have to post your hardware back to them at your own cost, and there is no return centre in the UK, so I have to post it back to post it to the Netherlands. Thank you, sir. Good man. Nice Rover too. I do like seeing Rovers. So yeah, so it's like, even best case scenario, they're like, you know, sorry, our bad, our hardware is crap as we know it to be, because everyone's mic adapters fail. But yeah, here's a new one. I still have to then send mine to the Netherlands, insured, tracked, etc. Hope it gets there, hope they honour it, hope they, you know, everything. So yeah, I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. We'll see whether this video is even usable. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is something I can do. But the audio, the way it was packing before, like, it's not even like there's occasional pops I can edit around. It's like it's fucked. So yeah, fun times. But yeah, what else has been happening beyond that? Continued just socialising and networking and stuff through all the social media. Got chatting to another content creator further down the county. But they're really cool. They're called Lupus Moto on Instagram. They've got a Ninja 650, and they go to like the Morazian meet and places like that. And they are potentially going to be starting a YouTube channel soon. They're doing some like short form content and stuff, but I think they're planning on getting into a little bit of longer format too. Beep beep. So that'd be really cool if they do. I've yeah, chatted to them very briefly through voice notes. They seem really fun, so assuming I still have the ability to make content with my hardware and stuff after a little while, when they do start making videos, maybe I'll head down the county and we'll, you know, go meet up and say hi and do some little collab stuff. That could be really fun. And either way, like, I'll chuck their channel link below. Go and check them out. I don't think the channel's up yet, or it's up but it has no content on it. Either way, if it's up, I'll stick it down below for you. Give them a follow, get them ready for whatever they come up with. We always like to see new creators and new voices, and they've got some really cool plans for the channel, which is going to be very exciting. Beyond that, if you remember my recent video, I went and visited the was it Trevithi Queet, and talked a little bit about like the importance of folklore and sort of Cornish history and stuff like that. Well, I got to dip my toe a little bit further into that pool recently, because I was down in Penzance. My brother lives in Penzance currently, and I was down there for his birthday on the most recent bank holiday weekend, and by coincidence that was also the weekend of the May Horns, which is this well, it's a new, let's have a quick Volvo check. Yep, it's still there with nothing done to them, standard. Yeah, it's quite a new tradition, but it's like a new revival of an old tradition. It's they start in Newlyn, and they walk along the procession walks along from Newlyn into the sort of centre of Penzance, and it's, yeah, all about sort of heralding the summer. Like the first May Day is all about like the official like old school start of summer. The procession is led by Old Ned, who's a giant crow, and he walks along the procession, and the mayors, who are the not mayors of the town, mayors M-A-Y-E-R, like mayor, like May Dayer, the mayors follow along with, and they blow horns and they dance along, and they wear green and white and bang drums and make all this big like noise and sort of procession with them, and it's really fun. And then 3 times on the walk, Old Ned is confused and waylaid by the devil of winter, and the mayors have to surround him and are urged to sort of loop around him by, come on, yeah, by his like walker, handler, I guess. There's a girl who like dances with him directly, has a staff, circle around him, and you chase away the devil with all your noise and your sort of your drums and your rhythm, and it's good fun. It's good fun. Like, you know, I'm very much an atheist. I don't believe in spirits and ghosts and gods and all the rest of that, but you don't necessarily, and I'm quite like anti-religion in a traditional sense, but that sort of level of like old spirituality into the landscape, into the sort of the history, and honouring the things that your ancestors have done, like the same routines and the same like rituals and all the rest of it. Like it's good fun. It's good fun. It was my first time going something like that, and I really enjoyed it actually. And it's like I'm not normally one for like May Day stuff and maypoles and Morris dances, although there's a lot of that in folk as well. But something like this was good fun. I just, yeah, I turned up and I walked along with them, and I didn't have a horn, I didn't have, you know, I didn't take part in that sense, but I walked along and I clapped and enjoyed it. It was a really good atmosphere, so a little dip into folky stuff, and I'm going to keep an eye out for any more, like, there's no real, I don't know if there's a proper like folk calendar for the area, but I'm going to keep an eye out for any new events or anything locally. I think there's one down at St. Clair coming up soon, which maybe I'll go along to that. That one's very small, but it's like more of like a sort of school kids thing, but could still be fun. They've got a holy well in St. Clair. I like the prayer bit. I don't care for that, but then they do some of the prayers in Cornish, and it's quite nice to hear Cornish spoken. You don't really get to hear it very much these days, so yeah, perhaps we'll go along to that. We'll see. Good to get involved with these things. But in the meantime, we're going to go along to the Hilltop Meet, and we'll see who's there. As per usual, I'm going to turn up sort of midway through. It's a nice day. It's not as nice as it promised, but it's nice enough. So, and tomorrow looks dreadful, which is really irritating because it's the Kobe's bike meet tomorrow, and I really wanted to go to that. Fellas, oi oi. It's really annoying because like the Kobe's one is only once a month, and last month it was like the only rainy day surrounded by good weather, and then again this month it's kind of the same. And then tonight I'm going over for pizza at a friend's house. He's got an outdoor pizza oven, and we're going to go and have some nice wood-fired vibes, which will be great fun. So it's not too bad. We're all everything's good. Let's see what we're working with. A lot of cars for a bike meet. I think we've had an alpha meet, I guess. Go in there. Next to this, very nice. Wow, we've got is it a 70s Bonneville next to us? Which is very nice. New Thruxton, new Bonneville, Indian Sky. I do like those. Oh, that's a Lex Moto. Actually looks quite cool for a Lex Moto. The little scrambler thing. This is cool. I like when this is here. This is the Hilltop's own enormous, great American muscle thing, American like truck thing. Yeah, look at that interior. It's so cool. You probably get nothing but glare, but yeah. Bet that thing rips, but it's got a massive V8 in it. Representing the small guys, little Honda 125. That is tiny, even compared to like my CG, that's tiny. Matchless, very nice. And a couple of others. Alright, I'll go be sociable, see you in a bit. Wow, that was beautiful. That was lovely. Weather is absolutely stunning, and yeah, just had a lovely little chat to a bunch of people there. It was a really nice meet. This one really chilled. Hilltop always is. Hilltop's got such a nice like local meet kind of vibe. Like it's proper, just like, you know, it gets a little bit smaller, but it's like you see the same faces every week, and you get to know people, and all the people you go to the meet tend to be locals, so you can find like riding buddies quite easily. So yeah, we're gonna head on now. I'm gonna cruise on. I've got like I mentioned, I've got pizza night tonight with a friend, so I'm gonna head over to Lanson and go swing by a supermarket and get some grub there. But I'll probably wrap this video here unless anything particularly dramatic happens. A nice little scooter gang up ahead of us, which I might join in with. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like I say, I'm going to see when I get back to the editing suite what state my audio is in today. If it is still giving me jip, well, if it's giving me big jip, you probably won't have seen this video at all, but even if it's having issues, I don't know, there may be a bit of a pause between uploads when I decide what I want to do and what I've got the money to want to spend, you know. So yeah, we'll see. I did try and reach out to GoPro, but they have all their DMs closed, so you have to, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big enough channel to get sponsored with a new mic adapter, unfortunately. But we'll work something out, I'm sure. But in the meantime, yeah, thank you very much for watching. As always, ride safe if you're riding, and I'll catch you all whenever I see you next. Take care, guys. Good? Good? You all good? Ah, thought you'd broken down. I thought you'd broken down.
No, I'm good. I'll just post you a letter.
Yeah, perfect.
You're YouTuber, aren't you?
I am, yeah, Spectre.
Of course, Spectre. I've written a couple of comments a few months ago.
Oh, perfect. Oh, thank you very much for watching. Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, yeah.
What are you off to?
I'm just off to Launceston now. I've got to do some shopping.
Oh, right. Well, I've got some films, so let's do a convoy.
Yeah, yeah. The old earplugs exchanged. But we got ourselves a little viewer. A lovely happenstance. God, this road's a bit fucking bumpy for my suspension travel. I imagine his is much better. Oh, hello. Nice little vista, nice viewpoint. This would be a fucking cracking road if it was paved properly. My god.
But I do believe this is the first time I've ever seen you out on the road.
Wow, that was lovely. Just leaving Tesco now, a little Tesco Launceston. Yeah, didn't have the cameras on from the petrol station, but a friend that I just bumped into there, I was like, do you want to go grab a coffee? And I was like, yeah, I've got a bit of time. So we went and had a nice little coffee there. What's that adage? You meet the nicest people on a Honda. And we were both riding Hondas, so it rings true. Yeah, good day. Nice little bike meet. Lovely people there, a bunch of lovely people. Then bump into a subscriber, viewer, I don't know what you want to call them. And then have a nice little sit down chat there, a cup of tea and coffee and whatever. And then, yeah, pizza later. Not bad, not bad. Definitely making the most of the good weather. Right, have a good one, guys. See you in the next video. And if you're watching, I don't want to say your name, I don't know, I didn't ask whether you'd be following your name, but you know who you are. That was lovely, yeah. Good meeting you, good meeting you. Alright, take it easy, guys.